I believe in make-believe, fairy tales and lucky charms, and I believe in promises.
Hello everyone, Amitabh here. Today I will teach how to use my SM64 Injection Template and how it works. Also, I will explain why it's time taking and next to impossible to change fast 3D microcode versions. Though some exceptions are different branches of the same version of the fast 3D microcode. And as I said, sometimes. You will also be taught about dynamic memory allocation, or DMA in short. You will also be taught about how segments are loaded. As an example, I will import some gigaleak assets and some code into the game using the injection template. Let's start. By the way, if you people were wondering, this series is not just for binary, it's for decomp as well. It is one of the reasons why we are using SM64 injection template and using C mainly. First, let's talk about fast 3D version differences, since other topics of the video are practical demonstrations. Now, what are opcodes? They are specific bytes assigned to a specific operation. These change from version to version. In decomp, it is easy to change fast 3D microcodes, since it is just making if-defs for the opcodes depending on which fast 3D version is built. In binary, you would need to change every single display list in the game. This would take a lot of time and it is therefore next to impossible. Now, let's move on to the practical demonstrations. So currently, let's look at the how normal C injection engine works when you fork it, or uh, clone it. So the only things that inject.asm does right now is it has a custom animation, which is the old Stargate animation from gigaleak, and it has a custom loader for loading stuff into memory, and this is stuff that is inside the custom location. So let's first look at what this does. There's a separate load patchable table for Mario's animations. Let's look at it. So basically, if basically there are only 0xd0 animations in in vanilla, so basically if the index is more than 0xd0, so say 0xd1, which is the next animation, it's gonna use this custom table instead for referring for animations. And this is the table basically. And let's see what these sections are. It's in ASM/sections. This is a custom ROM, this is a custom RAM, and of course this is the header size. So we are loading into 0x80370000 from this location, and we are loading 6,000, the next 6,000 bytes from here into this. So to check how it is loaded, we are going to go src/hooks. This is setup game memory. Here there is enough space in the vanilla setup game memory function, so we can load a custom function here called custom loads. Now, where is this custom function located? It is located from there are some debug functions that are unused in the final game, so I use them as free space here. It's located from here to here. and we load it. As you can see, the comment explains the function here performs DMA read from the ROM and allocates space in RAM, copying from ROM to RAM with the size of 0x6000. Now let's see how this function works. There's only one thing happening here. This is the destination. The destination is the custom RAM, and the start src start is the custom ROM address, and then src end is the ROM address plus the custom size, which is, I think it's here. Wait, no. The size, the src end is this plus this, so whatever that is, and that's basically how it works. Now let's look at how hooks work. Say for example, act star dance. We make it so that this is 0xd1, and as we said, there are only 0xd0 animations in vanilla SM64, and as I said, the custom animation here, I mean the custom function here, loads the stuff in for the custom animation. So I am replacing the vanilla act star dance animation to load this animation, which is the old Stargate animation. The animation is located here, which is basically the gigaleak one. Nothing special here. Yeah, and that's basically it. Here we are making it so here we have set Mario animations. We are making it load the function, this custom function instead of the vanilla one, which doesn't have any stuff for the custom table. Same for this function as well. And here we replace the function at this RAM address, of course using the main header size, and we make it have an area. So what is an area? Basically, say you had data like this. Wait, okay, so say you had 10 01 0c 11 something. Okay, now say you want to replace the this whole thing with 10 02 0d 12 28 21 something. Okay, but say you replace it with 20, so it's gonna overflow. So if you don't want that to happen, you have to use areas. So the area right now for this is this function, and we subtract it from this, which is the end address of this function. Now what is this comma 0 here? So say you were only replacing the first 4 bytes. So what would happen to the others? It would still be there like this if you don't set the comma 0. But if you set the comma 0, it's going to become 0 0 0. But if you want this to be another value, you can set this to 1. It's going to become 0 1 0 1 0 1. So you're going to set this to 0, and that's how it works. Wait. Now let's talk about how segments are loaded. Let's take a look at the at some general segments first. So this is a function called setup memory game. We also replace it in inject.asm here. Yeah, we replace it here, and it's the same setup for act start dance as well. So say this, most of this doesn't matter. Let's talk about the main ones. This setups the segment for Mario's animations, which is in segment 11, and this is the demo inputs list, which sets it accordingly. This is wait, I think this is segment 18 is the segment for demo inputs. It has the same thing for Mario animation, the same setup, and this is how the level script entry is loaded. Segment 10, it's loaded like this. Now normally in vanilla, this is how it's loaded. Load segment decompress, it's 2 void. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't matter, but mostly what matters is it decompresses segment 2 here, as you can see. But here, since we are using a decompressed ROM, we are just gonna normally load it, and we are loading memory pool left, as that's what it does normally. Now we save some space here by commenting some filler space, and then we load this custom loads function, which, as I said, is the load DMA reads. Now let's do the example. Let's do and I'm gonna touch a file called ping.asm. Here I'm gonna define some labels. So what this is equivalent to doing hash define option ping 1 in C, and then what we can do afterwards is we can do if def option ping, then do this. But in RMIPS it is equivalent to dot if def option ping, then do this, then dot endif. So I'm gonna include the file src/ping.asm. I'm gonna go to ping.asm dot if def option ping dot endif. So I'm gonna copy some stuff from the gigaleak. I think shape, keep, old, etc. Ping dot. I think we need both. Let me just check. Okay, so we need a CP all to src/ping. Now I'm gonna vim into src/ping/. I'm gonna make a file called model.c. I'm gonna include basic header.h, include gigaleak.h, and I'm gonna include the ping.so file. I'm gonna include the ping.hms file. Okay, let's do it. It has compiled successfully, but we have to also import it. So to do that, I'm gonna check the address. Let's go to SM64/build/us, and I already generated some stuff here using gen rmip sims. Here what we are supposed to do is we are going to find the penguin addresses. Let's go to actors. I'm gonna grab penguin. That is penguin is located in group 7. Group 7.l.asm penguin. Okay, so it starts from this address and then it ends in this address, I guess, this address. So let's take note of this. Where was it? Data engine src slash ping asm. We're gonna take note of this. Our header size 0x05 1 2 3 4 minus. Now we need to find the ROM address of penguin, of the penguin. So what we are gonna do is that the penguin is loaded in Cool Mountain. So we are gonna find the ASM. I guess it's CCM. Okay, I guess it's level CCM entry. Let's check script.c wherever segment 5 is loaded here. Right now it is a load mio 0, which is 180C, but extended ROMs have it 17.0C, so we need to check for that. Now let's see. We load segment 5 from this to this. So the reason why we aren't worrying about the geo is because we aren't replacing the geo as of the fact that the ping, the full ping, is going to fit into the space. So let's do that. So as I have the hex editor here, let's open. Yeah, wait. I'm gonna open a file. Home. I think it's this beta base ROM. Okay. So I'm gonna open this file. I'm gonna go to. Actually, I have to do this again. The CCM entry. So the CCM segment starts here. So I'm gonna copy that to my. Where is it? Calculator. And no, programmer 0x at offset 178. So let's add that 395E08. So we go to that address, and this is where level CCM entry starts. We search for 170C0005, I guess. The command starts from here to here, this whole thing. So we know the address now. It's going to be this. I'm going to copy this minus this 0x. Now we are going to .org at that address 0x05 002D80, and we are going to make an area of 0x05 008C00 minus 0x05 002D80 dot end area, and then we're going to import obj src slash what is that? I'm sorry, not src, obj slash ping slash model.o. Now let's do that. But actually, did I even define it? Yeah, okay. So it works. It has been imported, but it's not going to work in the game yet. I have done this before already, but we need to also make edits to the level script to update geo pointers and animation pointers. So to do that, we are gonna search for SM64 levels and scripts.c. It's gonna be penguin. As you can see, it's loaded in here, penguin geo, and penguin geo is the edit the address here in the ROM and replace it with the let's see, we're gonna replace it with this. So let's do that. geo.inc.c. We see the penguin geo is like this. It's located like this. So what do? We find in the ROM how to do that. Now instead of finding the hex here, I have included a tool in so I have included a tool, a Python tool, in tools util find what was that, search ROM. You can search a ROM, base ROM that uses Z64 word, and this is it. It's gonna search the ROM for that specific thing, and it's gonna report back it to you. Well, it seems it is loaded in 2 places, but that's only specific to this ROM. So we are gonna change this. So we are gonna insert .word. Since an address is 4 bytes long, so we're gonna insert a word, and then it's gonna be rcp what was that again, rc/ping ping.hms. It's gonna be this. Yeah, it's gonna be this. So we load this. Same for here too, .word. Okay, now we aren't done yet because there's more, which is the animation pointers. They are located in let's see, and then SM64. We are gonna actors, penguin, anims, and so it loads in this table. We are going to go to src. No, I think it's data behavior data. You're gonna see. So this is the address of the animation. We find it here. So this search wrong thing, but actually 0x. Let's see, does it work? Okay, so as you can see, there's 4 changes here. Now what do we replace this with? We have to go to ping.asm, edits to anim behavior script to edit anim pointers, and edits to level split to overwrite geo pointers. Now we have this. /word ping anime. I think it's ping anime, right? Let me check. Source ping/ping.so. It's ping anime, yeah. Now it's gonna get injected, but let's check first. Right now I'm gonna enable what? Debug level select.org. .byte001. Okay, make it. Actually, first I should do this. I'm not gonna. Okay, so the ROM has opened. Let's see if it's going to be normal.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
I guess it's somewhere here. Yeah, as you can see, it's the normal thing there. As usual. You can comment this src file. Okay. What are we gonna get?
Hey, Mario. Hello.
Let's do the let's see the big one. As you can see, this one has been replaced with the big one. It's pretty easy. So yeah, we are basically done with ping now. Now let's yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. This is just an example for gigaleak. Now let's port some C codes or ASM codes, I mean whatever. So first I want to import I think I want to first import, what is this? No, not this. I think it was I think this one. I think it was this one. No. Okay, so I'm gonna import say here, I guess. I'm gonna import level intro. No. Okay, wait. I have this one. I'm gonna import this. I think it's general act title. Okay. To src slash. Okay, I'm gonna here src slash act idle. Move it there. Okay, now we are now how to do this one. So first we find the act idle is located here. This is the next function start, and it is also the end of this function. So what do we do here? I think actually the general map sims thing, it also has this SM64.us inject. Okay, act idle. Okay, so it already has a template for you that you can use. Now we can import obj slash hooks. No, obj slash act idle slash act idle. No, oh. Now this is going to work normally, but sometimes there are cases that it's not going to work. Say for example, if you do say I'm setting this to like A. Okay, not A. Let's say I say this D, I guess. D. Yeah. You're gonna get area overflowed like this. Say this ever happens to you, you need to use a custom. You need to allocate more space, some in RAM, and then use that space to and use that to your advantage, and locate this function to that. Say for example you have row manager, you can use the custom stuff at 8040 x120. The free space starts from 8040 and then I'm gonna just import this there. Import it. Okay, so you can easily import this. Then you can just jol no j I guess, yeah, j act idle, no, yeah, act idle, and then no. This jumps to the custom function without ever returning. But say you wanted to do this in C, it's the same as having doing this. Say nms as act idle hook.c include basic char.h. I'm gonna have act idle.c act idle, yeah, act idle custom act idle m. You're just basically calling the same function, but you have to also replace this function to be custom act idle return, yeah. And sometimes you're gonna have to return this, return custom act idle. Now let's compile this. It's gonna work. Wait, let me import obj act idle hook. You can do the same everything in C as well, but if you're like kind of lazy like me and like you don't want to create unnecessary files for a simple reason, then you can just do it like this. Oh wait, guess it was like here somewhere. Okay, so it is correct. Let's see, is there any stuff at 1203700? Okay, it's 3760. Okay, 760. Okay, it should work now.
Hey, Mario. Hello.
Okay, it works now. Put a select room. As you can see, Mario moves his eyes now. That's what the act idle thing was supposed to do. So if you have an area overflow, then you can just do this. Else you can just normally just put it here. It doesn't matter, to be honest. But if you do the latter and it's not overflowing the area, then you're basically just wasting space. That's just a suggestion. So yeah, I guess that's basically it for this video. See ya.